Hi guys, how are you? So it's time. Okay, I couldn't the grade your homework because I got the email today. Today I didn't have the time to take a look. Okay, after class, maybe tomorrow morning I can send out. Okay. Okay, triangle congruent over here. I'm gonna recording this one. You can take a look the video. Okay, when I post on YouTube. Okay, so you have to memorize the first one. First, to prove right triangle is congruent, we have 5 different one. Side. Or each corresponding side they are equals. They really are congruent. The next one, side angle side. This is side angle side also is perfect. Okay, if these two triangles satisfied side angle side, yeah, they are congruent. 3 side, 2 side, 1 side. We need at least 1 side. Okay, so angle side angle. This is side on the end of the two end point to end of this side. We have 2 angles. So these 2 angles corresponding angles are equals, and this side is equals. Still, the triangles are congruent. Okay, you have to memorize. Okay. So this we said was side angle side. The next one, a little weird one, that the angle side is also working. This is angle side. Oh, you follow the order, right? Angle side. Okay. Or side angle is okay too. Okay, side angle or angle side. Also, these 2 triangles are congruent. This is 4. The last one is a hypotenuse leg. Only hypotenuse leg on right triangles working. If this is not right triangles, okay, we don't say hypotenuse leg. Okay, only hypotenuse is on right triangle. This longer side is called hypotenuse. Okay. So if you have to say, so to prove this one first, or you have to say these 2 triangles are right triangle first. Okay, these 2 angles are right triangle first. After that, check out hypotenuse. They are congruent. One of the leg, corresponding leg, not this one. Okay, they are not corresponding side. Only these two sides are corresponding side. They are congruent. Okay, on right triangle, you can say hypotenuse leg congruent hypotenuse leg. Actually, this looks like what is it? If we don't care about the right angle, this is a side angle, right? Side angle. This is side. This is another side angle. As I told you over there, side angle not working. Angle side is not working. We cannot use this angle side. Okay. In this case, only angle side or side angle only working on right triangle. Side angles, but we don't say that is a side angle. Okay. So on right triangle, just we set hypotenuse and leg. Okay. They are all 5. So we're gonna get some over here for examples. You can see that. Okay. AD is midpoint. I think that D is the midpoint, right? D is the midpoint, and the AC and AB, they are equals. Okay, AB, and I think this is wrong. D is the midpoint. Okay, sorry about that. D is the midpoint of CB. Now from here, using the midpoint, we can say this is already given, right? One side is given already, and using the midpoint, these 2 sides are congruent. Okay, so DB equals to DC. Okay, you have to memorize the region over here, okay? Midpoint divide a segment into two congruent part or segment. Okay? Now we got another two side. Now we need one more, okay? We got the side done, another side done, we need one more. This is a one more, right? Reflexive AD of triangle ABD, another AD side AD of triangle ACD, the other triangle. They're gonna have what? Congruent, because what? The same line segment. This we said reflexive. Okay, reflexive means quantity is equal to itself. Okay, so we have three over here. That is, we said side, side, side. We already got. Okay, now we can make conclusions. Okay, triangle ABD congruent triangle ACD. It's okay. So you can use just a side, side, side. It's okay. But some teachers, they like this one. This side, side, side on this triangle. The other side, side, the other triangle. They are congruent. Okay. The next one is angle, side angle over here. That's the given. I'm gonna make small. AD is a perpendicular BC. This is AD perpendicular DC. It's gonna be right angle, right? And the BD congruent to DC. This is already one side done. It's already. Okay. So from this congruent, from this perpendicular, we can say, okay, when you have a perpendicular line, we have to say always what? Next step is what? These two angles are right angles. Okay, so angle ADB, angle 1, or angle ADC, they are congruent. Okay, but before that, we have to say these two angles are right angles when you have a perpendicular line over here. Okay, the region over here, okay, perpendicular lines form right angles. After that, now you can see they are congruent, right? Now you can say they are congruent. These two angles congruent because the region, all right angles are congruent. Don't forget this one, okay? All right, so we got the angle side. It's okay? Yeah, we need one more. Where is it? This side, isn't it? This side reflexive. Okay, so AD on this triangle, another AD on the other triangle, they are congruent. It has what? Same length. Okay, so AD equal AD congruent AD. Now we got everything. Side, angle, and side. Is okay? So these two triangles are congruent using what? Side, angle, side. Is okay? Okay, just give me a minute, okay? Just give me a minute. Continue. Okay, this is what the example, side, angle, side, okay? We have to memorize this one. The next one is the angle, angle, side, okay? That's one of the methods to prove right triangles congruent, right? AEC, BCD, they are straight line. Both to this straight line, we can say these two angles are vertical angles. They are congruent. Okay, always congruent angles start from these two straight line. Okay, but if we build this one, that's not straight. This is not straight. They are not vertical angles. Okay, only straight angles, straight line. They form what? Vertical angles. Okay. All right, that's why we need this one. Number 1 is given, okay? Now we can use the vertical angles. AE, that is a segment bisect. AE bisect BD, so these two sides congruent. Okay, we're gonna say this one from here, number 2, okay? AC and CE, isn't it? No. AE bisect BD, okay? AE bisect BD, this one. So BC and CD congruent, okay? BC and CD congruent. And also, this is given angle A, angle E is congruent, Okay, this is the given. So one angles. Okay, and another side over here, we need one other angle over here. Okay, using vertical angles. This is, we have to go the method AAS. Okay, angle side. It's okay. All right. So the reason over you have to memorize when you have the segment bisector, divide the segment into two congruent segments. Okay, that's why we got the two line segments that are congruent. And another one over here, it's not given by over here, it's not given in there, but from the figure we can check it out. These two angles are vertical angles. Okay, that's the reason over here. Intersecting lines from congruent vertical angles. Okay, or just simply what vertical angles are congruent. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Much better. So memorize the region. Okay. The next one method is angle side angle. Okay, that is the example for the what angle side angle. Two angles and a side between two angles. Okay, so these two lines. So you gotta use these two vertical angles, and the BA in bisect CD. This is BA. Bisect CD means what? These two sides must be equal. Okay, so we have the side, another side, the angles. We still have only two. We need one more. Yeah, for the given over here. Okay, AC and CD. This one is perpendicular. The other is perpendicular. This is the angle, right? So this one will be side angle side method. Okay. Now using this one, all given. From CE, okay, equals the ED, right? It's okay because the BA bisect CD, okay? So bisect CD over here. So you have to say this one, okay? CD congruent E. The region is what? Segment bisector. Don't forget this one, okay? This is the AB, the segment bisector. This is the AB, the segment bisector. Divide a segment is a CD, this is a segment, into two congruent segments. Okay? Or two congruent part is okay too. Now you got one S already, okay? Now angle 1 and angle 2, that's the vertical angles. So memorize, okay? Intersecting lines form congruent vertical angles. Or just a simple vertical angles are congruent, we know that, because these two lines are straight line, okay? But it depends on teachers. So we got the one angles, it's done. We need one more over this angle, right? Because perpendicular is given, what can you say? Perpendicular given is what? These two angles are right angle. You gotta say right angles first. So over here, angle C, angle D are right angles. The reason is what? Perpendicular lines form right angles. Or intersect, okay, perpendicular lines intersect to form, okay, right angle. It's okay too, but I like this one, simple one. Just the form right angles. Okay, after that, you have to say this one, right? That's a step perpendicular. After that, right angles. The next thing to find, we can say these two right angles are congruent. The reason is what? Same as before, all right angles are congruent. Okay. Now we got everything. Okay. Angle, side angle, right? Now we make conclusions. Triangle ACE. Okay. This triangle BDE. The other side of the triangle must be congruent. Okay. By method what? Angle side angle method. Okay. Example 5, that's the last one of using the right triangles. Now take a look over here. BD and AC perpendicular. Maybe you can guess, you can see that these two angles are congruent. We got the one angle, okay? The next one, AB congruent to CB. AB congruent to CB. That's one side. But we need one more, okay? What is it? Where is one more? Oh, this one? Reflexive? So what is this? Order. Angle, side, angle? No. Side to side angle. Side to side angle not working. Okay? When you have a side angle side, we gotta go HL hypotenuse leg. Okay? We need to go hypotenuse leg. It's okay? That means we have to go the other way because we have to prove these two triangles are right triangle first. After that, we can use hypotenuse leg. Okay? Okay, now take a look. BD perpendicular, this is given. Okay, one of the hypotenuse is given. I'm going to write down AB congruent to BC. Okay, one side, that's fine. The next one is what is that? Perpendicular, right? Okay, so perpendicular means what? Perpendicular lines forms right angles. It's okay? That's why I write down over here. Right angles. Perpendicular lines form right angles. Just before, after right angles, we have to say they are congruent over here, right? But in this case, SSA, we cannot prove they are congruent. Okay? Because this is the SSA. Side to side angle. We don't have to prove right they are congruent. Okay, before that, instead of that, we have to say these two triangles are right angles. Okay? Because the right angles, we can use hypotenuse leg, okay? So, why this is a right triangle? Right angle triangle has a right angle, okay? Because the right triangle has a right angle, that's why these two triangles are right triangles. Now we can apply hypotenuse leg, okay? Yeah, this is proof. Based on this right triangle, now we can say it's already why hypotenuse is already. Now I'm going to do the H, hypotenuse. And this one side is another leg, okay? So this is another leg over here. This is by HL. Okay, so BD congruent to BD, right? That is reflexive. Now we can apply this hypotenuse leg on these right triangles. So that's fine. This right triangle, hypotenuse, and leg, they are congruent. Now we make conclusion. Triangle ABD and triangle CDB is what? Is actually congruent. The reason is what? Hypotenuse leg. You can use, okay, this one too, hypotenuse leg. It's okay? There are 5 examples there. You have to memorize, okay? Example 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that is what? Examples of 5 methods to prove like congruent triangles. Okay? Okay, this is the class work. We work together over here, okay? Alright, triangle ABC is given. This is already triangle. You don't have to write the okay every time, okay? The triangle, you can use it. Write down a triangle ABC, but AC congruent BC. That's the given. You can write down up here. AC congruent BC. One side, another side. You got 1 of 3. Second one is given, where is it? CD bisect angle ACB. CD bisect angle ACB. These two angles are congruent, right? We can guess this one. So we have to say this one later, okay? From the given. Now we go to 2 triangles congruent. Now from 2 we can say angle ACD congruent, angle BCD. The reason is already given, okay, in the first page. Segment bisector? No, this is by angle bisector, okay? This is angle bisector. Angle bisector divides an angle into 2 congruent angles. It's okay? Angle bisector divides an angle into two congruent angles. That's the region. Okay, so these two AA is okay. We need one more. Where is one more? This side CD, okay? CD, congruent CD. This CD on this triangle, the other CD to the right hand side triangle, they are same line segment, they are congruent. This is we said reflexive. You can use okay, just the property is okay too. That's the correct name, but usually we said just the reflexive is okay. Now we got everything. Check it out. Side, angle, side. Yeah, side is angle, side is one of the methods we know that. Now we can make conclusions. Triangle ACD and triangle BCD, right? BCD. They are congruent. The region is what? Side, angle, side, that's it. Okay? You guys have any questions on classwork number 1? It is okay. But trying congruent is not that hard, okay? If you get used to, okay, the steps and the regions, if we memorize all the regions, it is easy, okay? Now go to next steps over here. This is given AE congruent to BC. I'm going to write down, given up here, AE congruent BC. That's the given. Where is the mark of your AE congruent to BC? You got the one side already. And second one is angle E congruent angle C. Angle E congruent angle C. They're not right angle, right? Looks like a right angle, but they're different. So this is given. This is another given. Okay? So we got the one angles. So we got the side and angles. We need one more. Where is it? D is midpoint. D is the midpoint. Midpoint. D is the midpoint of EC. Okay? You write down everything. Now this is also given. Given, I'm going to use the pronoun use G. Okay? G. This is the given. This is the given to save time. Alright, now we already got two there, but we need one more, okay, using what? This midpoint. Okay, using this midpoint, we can say segment ED congruent segment DC, okay? The region is what? Midpoint. Just memorize, okay? Midpoint, what is that? I'm going to use the word. Divide a segment into two congruent segment. Okay, now we got everything. Side again. Now take a look. This is one of the methods, right? Side, angle, side. Now we got everything, so we can make conclusion over here. Triangle ADE, this triangle, and the triangle ADC. BDC, I'm sorry, BDC. The other side of the triangle BDC, they are congruent. We already got every regions. We already got everything. What is that? Side, angle, side. Are you guys okay with this, right? Okay, now classwork 3 up there. Another midpoint, okay? Many midpoint, okay? AE congruent to BC. I'm going to write down over here. AE congruent BC. Where is it? AE congruent BC. It's the same questions. AE congruent to BC. Angle A, angle C. This midpoint. This is the same questions, okay? It's the same questions. Okay, I'm going to check. This is the same questions, okay? All right. Move on to the next one, number 4 there. Okay, I'm going to write down the given over here, okay? AP and congruent to CP. So what is the AP congruent shape. That's one side already. And second one is BPD is what I'm gonna write the same color, okay? That is straight line, okay? Line segment, this straight line, okay? And the B is what angle 1 congruent to angle 2. Angle 1 outside angle, right? This is exterior angle, okay? Angle 1 and angle 2 is congruent. So we have to prove triangle APB. APB, this triangle, and the other triangle. We have to prove, right? These two triangles are congruent, okay? So the reason is what is there? One side already. Another side over here, right? They are reflexive. I'm gonna go this is first. This is a given. Second one is also given. The third one is this is the first. BP congruent BP, right? BP side of this what? Triangle. BP side of the other triangle. It's gonna have the same line segment. That must be congruent. Okay, that is reflexive. So we got the side. We need one more. We need this angle, right? Side angle side. But outside two angles is given. So we're gonna go the other way, okay? But we're gonna find, I'm gonna use this as angle 3 and angle 4. Or instead of angle 3, we have to go by angle APB, okay? Now I'm gonna use angle 3 and 4, okay? But we have to say these two angles are congruent, okay? There's a step there. Do you remember? Supplementary angle, okay? Can you see that? Angle 1, angle 3 is what is that? Supplementary, right? So write down angle 3 is supplementary. To angle 1. It's okay? Another one is the angle 4. Also is a supplementary to angle 2. It's okay? Because why they are supplementary? Because these two angles forms what? The angles on straight line, linear pair, okay? Alright? The angles that form linear pair they are supplementary. Okay, because we told already, okay, I'm showing you the linear pair up there. Supplementary angle over here, right? Okay, angle 3, angle 4, they are congruent inside. Okay, that's a given. Because what angle 1 is what angle 3 supplementary, right? Okay, this is okay, but I like this one. Angle 1 is supplementary to angle 3. Because we have to memorize the angles that form a linear pair are supplementary. Is it okay? You have to memorize this one. So going down there, the angles that form a linear pair, or this is already what the angles subject, okay? Linear pair, the angles are supplementary. Now, angle 1, angle 2 congruent, we know that they are congruent. Each supplement angle 3 must be equals to angle 4, right? From here, angle 3 congruent to angle 4. The reason is what? Do you remember? Supplement. Supplement of congruent angles are congruent. Okay, so we got the y angle already. Okay, so side, angle, side, we got everything. Is it okay? Because the BP, this is side, one side, and AP equals CP over here, other side, two side, and the angle 3, angle 4, right? That's another angle. That is what? Side, angle, side. It's okay? Now you can make conclusions. Triangle ABP, congruent triangles CBP, okay? The region is right there, side, angle, side, okay? Side, angle, side. That's it, okay? But you gotta memorize when you have a linear pair, okay? How can you prove, right, the other angles are congruent? There's a step over here, okay? Memorize the angles that form a linear pair. Their angles are supplementary, okay? Okay, class work 5 there. Angle 1, angle 2 is given. I'm going to write down angle 1 congruent and angle 2. You can, okay, I'm separate. Angle 3 congruent, angle 4. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4 congruent. We already got two angles there. Okay, we need one more. Angle, what is that? Yeah, using the midpoint, okay? That's the given, this is the given. It's already done. The number is what? D is the midpoint of EC, okay? So the region is what is there? It's given, okay? Nothing. So from this midpoint, we can say these two sides are congruent. So segment ED, congruent segment DC. Okay, the region is what? Midpoint. I'm going to midpoint MP now from now, okay? Midpoint divide a segment into two congruent segments. Done. Average is done, okay? We have the one angle inside another angle. Now we make conclusion. These are triangles. Triangle ABP. This is not triangle ABP. This triangle AED, right? That's wrong. Triangle AED. Congruent. Triangle BCD, okay? Triangle BCD. That is the correct one. Something wrong over here, okay? So triangle AED, okay? Not APB. AED triangle must be congruent to triangle BCD, okay? You gotta change this one, okay? The region is what is that? You can see that over here, angle, side, angle, right? So this is also angle, side, angle, okay? Now move on next questions. Now write down the given there. AR perpendicular BC. Perpendicular means the next step is what? They are right angles, okay? You know that? That is a given. Number 2 is what? This is from here, right? AR, BC. We have to say these two angles are right angles. Now after given this one. AR bisect angle CAB. That is the angle bisector, okay? These two angles are congruent. I got the one angles, another angles over here, okay? But this is given. Now let's find from these two conditions. We have to say some part, corresponding part are congruent, okay? Now perpendicular first. Angle, I'm going to use this angle, angle ARC, and angle BRA, ARC and ARB, okay? ARB is better. ARB are right angles. You have to say this, okay? When you have perpendicular, you have to go the next step, right angles. Perpendicular lines form right angles. After that, what are you gonna do? These two triangles are congruent, right? So triangle ARC congruent, triangles ARB, right? That's true. The reason, do you remember? All right angles are congruent. All right angles are congruent. Okay? Now you got what, one angles already. Now you have to say this angle also, right? Using bisect, okay? So from your number 2, we can say angle CAB. CAR, okay? Congruent, angle BAR, congruent. Do you remember the region angle bisector? Yes, you can do that. Angle bisector, not segment bisector, okay? Angle bisector divides, I'm going to use the word, an angle into two congruent angles. Okay, now we got the angle. We need one more. We need to have two angles. We need at least one side. We know that, right? They need at least one side. Where is that? AR, isn't it? AR, this triangle, another AR to the right hand triangle, they are equal. So get that reflexive. AR, congruent AR. That is reflexive. Or property. I'm gonna write down property also. Now we got everything. Side angle, side. No, angle, side angle, right? So you can make conclusion. Triangle. Make small. Triangle ACR. You borrow this one, okay? Triangle ACR congruent triangle ABR, right? Now we got the all conditions already. Angle, side angle, okay? Angle, side angle method. Okay? We prove it. The next one, isosceles triangle. A little different, right? New topics over here. Now we got the isosceles triangles. Because we already got isosceles. Okay, do you remember? Maybe I'm gonna write, okay, separate over here. Prove here. The theorem over here, okay? Just, okay. That's the theorem, okay? When you have isosceles, you can see that so where is the isosceles? Caroline, up here, number 11, right? When you have isosceles, okay, AB congruent to AC, right? The region is what? An isosceles triangle, just so isosceles triangle has two congruent legs or side. Is it okay? So we have to go that way. I'm gonna a little make it bigger, to small over here. This is better. Okay. So write down the given there, okay? Given is what? Isosceles triangle ABC. Isosceles triangle ABC with what? CA congruent CB. So CA congruent CB. We already got one side. And second one is, this is given. Second one is, this is the midpoint. Of base AB, just AB is okay. This is another given. From here we can say AD and DB congruent, okay? That's another one side. So AD congruent DB. The region is what? We already many times, okay? Midpoint divides a segment into two congruent part. I'm going to use part, it's okay. Segment part, it doesn't matter. We need one more, right? Because we have a SS. Where is the other one? Angles? No, we don't know. Another side of it, right? They didn't say anything about the angles. Just why from the figure we can see that CD congruent to CD. Okay, that is a reflexive property. After that, we got everything side, side, side. This is perfect. All sides, corresponding sides are congruent. Now we make congruent, okay? Triangle. How about the ACR? ACD, okay? Congruent triangle BCD. Okay, so triangle ACD congruent triangle BCD. The region is what? Side, side, side. Okay? Alright, that is the number 7 there. A little more practice. We have this one. AB, AD. That's given. AB congruent AD. Mark on the figure, okay? AB congruent AD. That's one side already. We're done. Second one is what? CB congruent CD. CB congruent CB. This is already one side. It's done. We need one more, right? Always. The method has what? 3 factors. We need only 2. Where is another one? Same as before. AC is reflexive, right? AC congruent. Another AC to the other triangle. That is reflexive. Now we got everything. Side, 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 okay? Now we can say triangle ABC congruent triangle ADC, right? The region is what? Side, 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 congruent. You guys okay with this, right? Okay, you guys try number 9. Okay, have some practice. Okay, take out your paper and pencils and prove this by yourself. Okay, in a minute I'm gonna go over together. Okay. It's already angle CAD. We don't need this, okay? Angle CA CAB congruent angle DAB. These two angles, no. These two angles are congruent, right? The region is angle bisector. Divides one angle. Into two congruent angles. You got the angle already. You got side AB and AB, right? That's reflexive. After that, we have to say angle 3 and angle 4 is equal, right? Okay, because these two angles congruent with over here. So we have to say angle 3 is supplementary to angle CBE, right? This angle CBE. In the same columns, angle 4 is also supplementary to angle DBE, okay? Why they are supplementary? The angles, just the angles is okay too. Angles that form a linear pair. The angles are supplementary. Okay, now we can say this angle 3 is supplementary. The next one is what? These two angles are congruent. It's a supplement angle 3 and angle 4 are congruent, okay? Angle 3 congruent angle 4. The reason we already got, we memorized if we have a supplement over here. We are just supplement. Supplement angle over here, okay? From here, okay? You have to memorize this one. So supplement of congruent angles over here, right? The region over here, congruent angles are congruent. Now this is what angles already. You got everything. Angle, side angle, okay? Now you make conclusion. Triangle ACB. Congruent triangles ADB. The region is what? Side angle, angle side angle, okay? Angle side angle. That's the region, okay? You guys memorize the regions, okay? It's very important to do not use different region, okay? Your own region, okay? The regions is the formula, it's the same format, okay? Now another one over here, number 10. ABCD straight line. So this straight line means what? We can add these two, right? And I'm gonna up here AE congruent to DF, AE congruent to DF. This two side is a fixed one. We got the one side already. ACDB, right? These two sides is equal ACDB, okay? So AC congruent DB. So this is given. This is also given. Third one also given. One more given over there. Angle A congruent angle D, okay? This angle equals to angle D over here. That's another given. This word is what? Angle. It's okay. We got the side and angles. We need one more. Where is it? These two sides, isn't it? That is the side angle side. We have to go to what? Side angle side. So which one side? AB congruent CD. We have to show that, okay? The next one over here, right there. This is given. AC congruent this one. We're gonna take up this side, okay? Same side, take up this one. So BC congruent BC, isn't it? Reflexive. The next one. You're gonna subtract, okay? AC minus BC over here, right? AC minus BC. AC minus BC congruent, same quantity. We're gonna same another subtraction. They must be equal still. Is it okay? Subtraction. From here you can make conclusion too. AC minus BC is what? AB, isn't it? AC minus BC is AB. You can say this is or AC AB. AB minus BC is what? AB, isn't it? And DB minus BC is what? CD, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's the same over here, right? Subtraction. You can say or. Okay, so AB minus BC. From here, you can make decision. Okay, we got the all side angle side. So triangle AEB congruent triangle DFC. Okay, the region is side angle side. But you gotta be careful this one. Some teachers they like this one from here. Some other teachers they're gonna use a different way because why AC is a partition postulate. Take a look here. AC equals what is that? AB congruent to AB plus BC, isn't it? Another BD congruent to what is that? CD okay, CD plus BC. This is we say partition postulate. Partition, okay? Okay. So you can use this one. Another one is what? This one also another partition is what? It's a little change. AC minus BC is what? AB, isn't it? You can write down. AB equals to what is that? AC minus BC. This is also partition postulate. Okay, and the DB, CD, this one is what? This one minus this one, okay? BD minus BC, also partition postulate. You can say 1 or 2. But when you have subtraction, better use 2 over here, okay? So instead of just 1, I'm going to skip to a little more. After number 6, we're going to say number 7 over here. This is number 7. This is the partition load. AB equals AC minus BC. CD equals what? BD minus BC. Okay, the region is the partition postulate. This is the partition postulate. Okay. Now, AB minus BC, what is that? AB minus BC, AC minus BC over here. That is replaced with the AB, right? So finally, you can use over here. Before that, you can say, okay, I'm going to do this one. That's fine. Because that is what recorded. You can take a look. Okay. From here, I'm going to use this one, partition postulate. Okay, that is a subtraction. So AB or AC minus BC is AB, right? Or AB congruent AC minus BC. Another one is what? CD congruent BD minus BC. BD is a DB. Okay, I'm going to better DB first. Okay, that the region over here. Number 7, partition postulate. Okay, now take a look over here. AC minus BC replaced with what? AB, isn't it? AC minus BC replaced with AC. DB minus BC replaced with the CD, right? So finally we can make conclusion AB congruent to CD, right? That is the substitutions. Or you can have a congruence. Okay, just the substitution is enough. Finally, you got everything. Okay, side, angle, side. So now you can make congruent triangle AEB congruent triangle DFC. The region is what? Side, angle, side. Okay? Okay, you can go this way, okay? Using partition postulate here. So when you have a partition postulate, you can go 2 ways. Using addition, using subtraction. Both is called a partition postulate. Okay? Okay, we're gonna have a 5-minute break. So everybody come back in 5 minutes, okay? Take some break now. Okay, now let's go back to our work. Okay, back to work. Okay, that is question number 11. Given over here, MS is a perpendicular bisector. Okay, that is MS is the perpendicular and bisector. Both they are perpendicular and also bisector of LP. That means what is that? MS this one, they are perpendicular, also bisect LP. Okay, they both were two conditions there. Okay, that's a given. So you can remember. Okay, or you can write down from here. Okay, that's right after this one. Okay, we can go this one directly. Okay, from this by perpendicular means what is that? Angle 1 and angle 2 are right angles. Okay, you remember, right? When you're perpendicular, you have to go right angles first. Perpendicular lines form right angles. Okay, one more, bisector. Okay, that is a segment bisector, right? From this bisector, we can say LM congruent MP, right? Two sides are equal. We got two sides are equals. It's okay. But before that, we have to say, I'm going to finish this one first. Angle 1 and congruent angle 2, right? No. SM, angle 1 is inside of it. I'm going to do this one, different using. Angle SML, angle SML, and angle what? SMP. SMP, right angles. Okay, that is better, okay? Looks like this angle 2 is only this one, okay? So angle SML and angle SMP congruent. The reason is what is there? All right angles are congruent. I'm going to congruent, or you can use congruent. Okay, you can use anything. Okay, the next one over here. Okay, angle 1, now angle 2 is congruent. Okay, over here, I'm going to use this one first. Side LM, segment congruent y MP, right? These two sides is equals. What's the reason? Segment bisector, right? This is MS is segment bisector now, so segment bisector divide a segment into two congruent segment or part. I'm going to use part, it's okay. Two congruent part. Okay, now you got the one side. The next one is given is what is that? RM. These two sides are all equals to another side of it, okay? So RM congruent QM. This is a given. Okay. Now angle 1 congruent angle 2. This one is angle 1 and congruent angle 2, right? Okay. Angle 1 congruent angle 2. This is also given. Okay. I think we better write given at the same time, okay? But that's fine. You can write the all the given first, after you can continue. But I'm going to separate, okay? From given, we make some thing, find out, okay? So another one to have a triangle RLM, this triangle, and triangle QPM. Triangles, we got to write side. We need to write this angle, right? Side angle side. You gotta go side angle side. Okay, but angle 1, 2 is congruent, but we have to say these two angles are also congruent. It is okay? So what is that? Angle 1, angle P, they are perpendicular, right? Okay, this is the perpendicular. So you can say angle RML, okay, this angle. Angle RML is complementary, okay? To angle 1, it's okay? Because they form the right angle, okay? So the next one is what? Angle QMP. QMP is complementary to angle 2. What's the region over here? What's the region? The angles that form right angles are complementary, right? Because they form the right angles are complementary. It's okay? So we know that angle 1, angle 2 congruent. So it's a complement, these two angles are congruent, okay? So angle RML congruent angle QMP. The region is what? Not supplement, complement of congruent angles are congruent. Now you got everything, side angle side. Now you can make conclusion. Triangle RMP, RLM, okay, so RLM congruent triangle QPM. The region is clear, right? Side angle side. That's okay. But this one is complementary angles. Okay, steps. You have to memorize this one, okay? Just before supplementary angle, what did you say? The angles that form a linear pair, okay? But this one is what? Forms right angles, okay? The two angles forms right angles. These two angles are complementary, right? So one of the angles is complementary to the other angles. It's okay? You have to memorize the region of it, okay? That's all today. Okay, the next one, number 12 there. It's the same thing. Why this? Okay, this is a move up. The next one, number 13. This is the same thing. Okay, same questions. We're gonna go number homework 1. Okay, that is the homework. Let me see. Homework 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 11, 12. 12 questions. So we're gonna do number 1 first anyway. The rest of them your homework, okay? You have some practice there, okay? So we're gonna try from number 1 there, okay? That's the homework. RS is a bisect. PQ at T. Okay, I'm gonna write all the given first, okay? All given first. And also PQ bisect RS at T. That means what? These two line segments bisect each other, right? Okay, now we're gonna prove triangle PTS and the QTS, they are congruent. Okay, using from the given number 1 first, we're gonna say RS, okay, bisect PQ means what? These two sides are congruent, okay? Now we're gonna say this one first. PT, nice, PT, congruent, and TQ. The reason is what? The reason is this is a segment bisector, okay? Write down segment bisector. I'm going to devise a segment. Okay, I'm going to write that word, okay? Into two congruent, this is okay, right? Two congruent segment or part. Now from number 2, we can say PQ, this is divided this one too. We got the one side already, okay, another side over here, okay? Also we can say RT congruent TS. It's the same region, okay? So same region means what? You can put this one into here too, okay? Into here too. You can use the same columns. RT congruent and TS. It's okay too, okay? Because you got the same region. Or you can use different region, separate. It doesn't. I'm gonna separate this one, okay? Now we got the two sides already. To prove right triangles, we need one more. Which one? It's not given here. Yep, you can see that these two vertical lines are congruent, okay? So you can say angle RTQ congruent angle PTS. The reason is what? Vertical angle is congruent, okay? Or intersecting lines form congruent vertical angles, or just what vertical angle is congruent. You can say this one, okay? Just simply, okay? Many teachers, they like to use this one. Vertical angles are congruent. So we got everything, okay? Angle side, another side. Side angle side. Now we can say triangle PTS congruent triangle QTR. The region is what? Side angle side. Okay? Or you can say side angle side or congruent the other side angle side. This is okay too. Okay. Number 2, I think you can do that. Number 3, you can try. Okay, this is the same questions? Oh my god. I don't know what happened. Right? Okay, I'm gonna give you, this is homework number 2, okay? Try this one, only number 2. And let me see, number 4. Okay, we're gonna try number 4 to homework. Try this one, okay, by yourself. We have 2 questions on your homework, okay? Now we're gonna do number 5 together. After this, we'll finish today, okay? Lessons. DB bisect angle ADC. Okay? Where is ADC? No. DB by ABC. I'm sorry, this is DB bisect. No, not this one. DB bisect one. AC. Oh, a lot of errors. AC. So these two sides is equal, right? Okay. Bisect not angles side AD, okay? Bisect segment AD, that's the given. Second one is now DB bisect, also same segment bisect or angle ABC. These two angles equal, so this is side, this is the angle, okay? Angle ABC, that's fine. So from number 1, you can say AD equals BC, okay? AD congruent DC. That's given. Third one is what? Segment bisector, okay? Divide a segment into two congruent parts. Okay. After that, you can say angle ABD, congruent angle CBD, right? These two angles, CBD. But this time we said angle bisector, okay, not segment bisector. Angle bisector divides us an angle into two congruent angles, or just angles. Okay, we got the side and angles. We need one more, right? We already do one more. DB, congruent DB, reflection. There's something wrong, right? Because this side angle is not working. There's something wrong, okay? So I'm gonna check out this one. Okay, I'm gonna check our homework one more times. Okay, I'm gonna give you only two questions for your homework. Okay, try this one. Homework number 4 and homework just number 2 and number 2 is the same as number 3. So try number 3 and 4. Okay, try homework number 3 and 4 for your homework. Okay. So I'm going to check out all the questions one more times. Okay. All right. You guys have any questions? Am I going too fast? Okay, I'm going to put this video on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to post it right now. Okay, I'll send out to you. Okay, if you need the help, you can see the video. Okay. All right. That's all today. Also next time, okay? Next time we're gonna go into CPCTC. Okay? And overlap triangle proof. Only 2, we finished by all triangle congruent proof, okay? Alright. So next time we're gonna finish all of this triangle congruence, okay? That is the main idea on geometry, okay? Alright, I'll show next time. Thank you, everybody. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna post this video on YouTube right away, okay? Thank you.